We're just gonna get right into it, all right? So, unless you've been on the rock for the last 24 hours, you know that the Panthers just lost to the Skins, 29-21. The 2-9 rookie led by Dwayne Haskins.
It was
3-9.
It wasn't West Meck.
It wasn't West Meck. It was an NFL team. It was an NFL team led by a rookie quarterback who half of the organization doesn't even want to play right now. Came into Bank of America Stadium and said, "Thank you for your barbecue." Now we're going back to DC to listen to our go-go music. Just gonna run a few stats and I'm just gonna let you guys go. Okay, so Kyle Allen, statistically speaking, didn't have a bad day. He threw for 275 yards. 2 touchdowns, but he had that one costly interception, and then he had 2 fumbles where he lost one on the last possession of the game, which I found ungodly hilarious just based on how the last 2.5 months have gone. Let me see what else. Christian McCaffrey, where were you today? Oh, you're way over there by yourself, and Kyle Allen doesn't see you. That's where you were. Okay, only 102 total yards of offense today. Eric Reed led the team in tackling again today.
Is there a stat that says when Eric Reed leads the team in tackles, we lose? Is there something?
I don't know.
There has to be.
It got
because it seems like every time he leads the team in tackling,
what did I say in the middle of the game? We missing Thomas Davis.
Yeah.
And it's not that Shaq Thompson is actually playing phenomenal this season.
Yeah.
But the problem is that our packages are a little different because last year we could play Luke in the middle, and then you got Shaq Thompson on the left side, Thomas Davis on the right side, so we didn't have to run nickel packages. We could come out in just a base 4-3 and still have 2 guys that could cover in Shaq Thompson and Thomas Davis. Now we don't have that. Now we have to run a nickel package, which puts a cornerback or defensive back in the slot, and then when you got Adrian Peterson barreling down through the B gap,
right?
Eric Reed has to come down and shoot the gap to make the tackle. So that's that's probably one of the biggest reasons why our run defense looks the way it does.
And who wanted to switch to 3-4?
Yeah, well, look, and speaking of run defense, Carolina only had 65 yards on the ground today, while Washington racked up 248 yards rushing.
Okay. Might I also add, they were the worst rushing offense in the entire league coming into the day. Let's throw that out there.
Yeah, so I mean, just all over the place. I mean, Carolina was 5 of 16 on third downs. We punted the ball 8 times. Kyle Allen was sacked 6 times. I think the one positive that you can take away from this game that no one will talk about was that our field goal kicker, the rookie Sly, had a bounce back game and went 3 for 3 on extra points.
And an incredible onside kick.
Was that Sly that kicked that? Was Sly that kicked that? That was a beautiful onside kick.
I mean, that was about as perfect as you could make an onside kick.
We marched down the field.
We marched right down.
I'm going to tell you how pathetic our second half was. You know what the most well executed play was up until like maybe fourth quarter?
What you got?
Was a damn punt. It was a damn punt.
Well, when you do it 8 times in a game, you get pretty good at it.
You should actually get one right?
All right, those game reps help.
So yeah, statistically, Kyle Allen didn't have a bad game, but here's the thing.
I gotta say my saying. I'm gonna let you go. Stats don't lie, but they also don't tell the entire truth.
True. No. So that is the kind of game where if Cam Newton had that, no one would care about the stats. They talk about the poor decision making and the overthrows, both of which Kyle Allen had today in spades. And it's funny that now the narrative is, man, we need an O-line, as if most of us hadn't been saying that for the last 9 years. So Kyle Allen deserves that same smoke that Cam Newton gets, especially considering he had Christian McCaffrey open on the interception that he threw from our own 2-yard line. And then he had Jarius Wright wide open in the end zone on the final play of the game.
One read quarterback.
Which he fumbles away. You can't write the script any better.
Now, it's funny you say that because it ties into what I just said. And Rodney just said he's a one-read quarterback. So first quarter, Kyle was like 9 for 9, and he's throwing the ball all down the field. And it looks like we're on the way to blowing the Redskins out. Redskins make an adjustment. Okay, we're going to take away your first read and we're going to make you do the second and third read. What happens? Anemic offense. That's what happens. And it is just the perfect way to tie in what Kyle Allen is. These stats are going to lie to you most of the time. You get what I'm saying? So here we are. This guy's missing a wide open Jerry's right in the end zone that could have possibly tied the game up, but here we are, guys.
Well, Rodney, let me ask you a question.
It's funny how this works.
Let me ask you a question. How do you go up 14-0, not even midway through the first quarter, looking like you're just about to run away with it, and end up losing to a team who came into your house 2-9?
This is what happens. Your scripted plays work, and you fail to make adjustments. The other team adjusted to what you were doing. You failed to make those readjustments, which has been the story, the narrative, Ron's whole career in Carolina. And you get this. We don't have an offensive line. Washington adjusted to us. We didn't change anything. This happens. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you think the players gave up on Rivera today?
In spots, it looked like it.
I would say no. I would, and this is gonna come off that I'm picking on the kid, and it's not the case. Body language alone, it looks like Kyle Allen gave up today.
Yes, I was gonna say if anyone gave up, it was.
Because the fact that we did the onside kick and it wasn't like a normal recovery. I mean, I can't remember who recovered the ball. Jermaine Carter. He laid out for that ball. Like he went all out for that. And then we drove down to the field the way that we did. I don't think the team gave up. I mean,
that pick that was called back, it was like Jerry's right quick. He saw the guy on the floor. He's like, F it.
Well, and maybe he saw the ball skip on the ground because that actually happens a lot in the NFL.
To the whistle, man.
I understand. I understand that.
So here's the thing, man. I don't know if we could or not, but here's what I do know. I do know when a team is running it straight down your throat, nothing pretty, nothing, no funny play design, no draw, no counters, no nothing. When it's just straight up the gut and you can't stop it, that takes the will from a defense, man. And that's why I say it looks like they gave up in spots. There's a play. I think the Redskins scored a play where the receivers running the drag route and Kuechly and Thompson are side by side each other, and they're just looking at the guy run a drag.
Kuechly missed the play.
And if you want to call, I don't know if I'm going to call that giving up or not, but it damn sure looked like they lost focus. And it's all the same to me, man. So I'll say they lost their will at some point.
I don't know. I don't know. This is going to sound crazy. I don't know if our personnel is good enough for that to even matter. At some point,
I agree.
You got to win.
I agree.
You got to win your one-on-ones.
Right.
Offensive line.
How many one-on-ones did we win today?
Exactly.
Right.
And
I was thinking that today.
So
man.
I think, the guys get frustrated. They're like, I can't beat this guy in front of me. Darryl Williams, he knew he was going to lose every snap.
Let's not act like we had any expectations for
That's true. That's true.